Alright, I think I can do another one before I have to dive into my welding homework. Um, if you can hear my landlord in the background, because he doesn't know how to have a conversation on the phone at a reasonable level of volume, so that's what it is. Alright, so this quest is called A Flower Upon Your Return, given to us by Venat. We have our very own Argos clone in the southwestern portion of Calamelios Sephiros. Here we go. Let's move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the Isle. As if Argos uses currents. Come on, it's a dog. Dogs don't have wings, they don't need currents. I mean, if it's ether, which is magic, then okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize, Argos and Venat and Argos clone. Do we go the way she walked? We do. When she walked away from me to start the fight, she kinda did move Thora in the direction where I had to go find her. Where I eventually found her, you know. But yeah. Argos clone, let's go. Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Ride Argos to the Isle? Why yes, yes I will. We have a splendid view of two joined... Well, one, isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. To our right is a circle island. To our left is the conjoined circles island, and they are joined by a bridge. It's like kind of a figure eight shape, but all filled in. Now, what's the name of that tree? We're approaching the purple Noe something. Noe Tophorion. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? Nancy O.E. Tom O. Paul H-O-R-E-O Nancy. Noe Tophorion. In my best guess. Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. It wasn't really a cutscene. I probably should have removed my headshot anyway to give you guys more of a view, but here we go. I didn't tumble. You're welcome.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment.
Tall grass, but like only tall enough to reach up to our knees. It's flowering.
The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
Just a second. Having notifications bothers me a little bit. I explained something to her.
So you cannot control the power freely.
Oh,
Worry
yeah.
not. I shall assist you.
Okay, does she become Hydaelyn?
Come and stand before me.
Hear, feel, think. If she says that, I'm gonna lose it.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
I think I've done that. Well, no, it feels like what I have done in the past has recalled those memories to the subject's mind, not of their own volition.
The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether.
I think that's more descriptive of what I've done. Oh, I might have done both, I'm not sure.
As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes, Give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Screen kind of goes like blurry and then white, then black. And we are in the past, apparently, with Hermes and Meteon.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles.
Would cycles be years, months, days, weeks, hours, seconds?
End of status report.
Probably years.
Severing connection with shared consciousness.
She speaks real. Oh, well. When she herself is trying to put together.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
I almost clicked after he said creation, and I would have been furious with myself. Thank you for not doing it, idiot.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them?
They're just covered in syrup. They're not frozen solid. What are you talking about?
Rather than food, perhaps...
Are you talking about like the fact that she doesn't have a digestive system or mouth? Is that what
a flower.
I will tell you. I was in the Philippines, and there were these like sugar candy stick things. And if you thought that, oh god, what's this candy? What's it called? Like Lifesavers are a good example. Like the fruit kind at least. There are candies in the US that if you try to like chew them, they will get stuck in your teeth hardcore. Well, this stick in the Philippines, which is literally just a wooden stick, like you could put a corn dog on it or whatever, but it's like crystal sugar candy. If you try to chew it, it will get stuck in your teeth so bad that you will want to pull out. No, it's bad. Let's just leave it at that. It's bad. It sucks. I hate it. Don't want to ever do it again. Never will again. I think there was like apple slices inside of it though. Why does the apple and syrup ring a bell? I think there was something inside of it that you actually wanted to eat. Like a fruit rectangular prism covered in this stupid sugary crap. God, I don't remember.
Yes.
A flower.
Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Oh, I got another notification I gotta get rid of. Please and thank you. Sorry, bye.
So, what is your opinion?
Seems good. Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days, or Hermes is a gentle soul, and yet, or I couldn't say just by this moment alone. I'm a person of logic. That's only one example. He seems like a good dude. I couldn't say by this moment alone. I, every other moment that I've spent with him and talked to him, he seems like a good dude, but we've been duped.
As you say, that was hardly conclusive. Yet based on what we witnessed, I find it difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life.
Mhm. So far, the evidence is in his favor.
Be that as it may,
Good dude.
we cannot rule out the possibility that they will play a part in bringing about the final days, perhaps unwittingly. In light of this,
Oh, sorry, I didn't know how to click.
I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself.
Why make me click in light of this after 4 words?
If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
This music reminds me of Final Fantasy X.
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness.
I think it was pulled from Final Fantasy X and maybe modified here and there, but this is like the opening sequence music. Pretty much note for note. No, I don't know. It's very, very close though.
'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Sorry, okay. We talked to Venat to continue. There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look in Catissis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in, I hate this, Ethoselatikos, Boreas, the Northern Isle, if you want to know how that's spelled. Okay, so first off, Catissis, K, Tom, I, Sam, Hyperborea, pretty easy. And then the other word that's hard is E, Tom, H, O, Sam, E, L, E, Tom, I, K, O, Sam. Ethoselatikos, Boreas, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Mercy, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, do you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Catissus itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the Neus north of Hoaitinoikos. White Oikos. I don't want to Uber Eats or DoorDash now. I do not do the night times. Partially because I have to work. Well, I don't have to. It's been a long time. I don't drive at night like ever anymore. I've done it once in like the last 2 years, and it was on a date. Okay, so probably a couple times. The last time was going into like central downtown, like Broadway, Nashville, and that was probably roughly a year ago at this point, maybe like a year, or maybe like 11 months, something like that, a year, something like that. But wore my glasses, roads that I'm all very, very, very familiar with, and I knew where I was going. But if you think that everybody who orders DoorDash, Uber Eats, pizza, delivery of any kind, if you think all of those people are smart enough or have the foresight or just are courteous enough, whatever you want to call it, to turn on their house light to illuminate their house number or apartment number, you are fooling yourself. People are fucking stupid. Pardon my language, anybody who's younger than 18, most likely from the Philippines, who are my friends. But so stupid. Not to mention the houses and apartments that don't even have numbers. You can only glean what number they probably are by the numbers that are next to them. 2 days ago, this probably not their fault unless they are the ones that destroyed it. But I delivered to a house 2 days ago that the mailbox was like a brick rectangular column that was just destroyed on their lawn. So no clue whatsoever what the house number was, except for the fact that like 2214 and 2218 were on either side of it. So like 2216, okay, I can pretty much estimate that. And no, it's not the real number. I don't remember what it was. But that's beside the point. It's like there are houses where, for whatever reason in Nashville and the surrounding area, there's this trend to not put your house number on your house anywhere. It's only on the mailbox. And sometimes it's not even there. And how these people order food and don't be like, hey, we should probably have our house number somewhere to reduce the possibility of confusion or delay of our order, you know, or just to be, you know, good people. No, whatever. Anyway, I got onto that tangent by talking about driving at night, and I got onto that driving at night thing. How did I get to that? Oh, deliveries. Okay, yeah, I got a notification on my phone that hey, it's a busy time right now. I don't care. This appears to be the teleporter Venat told you about. Motes of light get to hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Proceed to Ethazara. Yes, I'm not going to pronounce it again right now. Don't care. Alright, we'll speak to Venat to continue the quest. Ah, good. The Naeus acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. Nancy E. Usam. Naeus. I'm pronouncing it Naeus? Neus? As for the way to Ctissis Hyperborea, we follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. And we have just now come to this floating island. Ethoseletikos. Ethoseletikos Boreas. I don't know. Crossroads, reached, left, turned. This one has like these big old wolf bear things with a red mane, but otherwise like rotations between white and gray fur. talk to Venat next to a door. We have a cutscene. Ah! Stop it. Gosh, I keep clicking the wrong things. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. The door opens behind her as she says this, apparently. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. And the door closes. An unfamiliar voice says Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. It's probably one of the two boys we were traveling with. Yeah. Well, I have no idea still if that's a boy, but I know Emmett Selk is. Hythlodaeus. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis as well as his creation of Meteon were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emmett Silk. I turned to him. My mouth agape a little bit. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents in the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis, whatever. Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We think that Hermes becomes Fandaniel? That's what we've been pursuing this whole time? I don't know. We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that I am certain. Venat smiles. It seems there's more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. And she explains what we found and what we think. The screen goes black, and we're back. Nope. And we're back. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. My options are thank you for your understanding, or ... Thank you for your understanding. I smile as I say. Save your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story, but as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. A flower upon your return is complete, as Hythlodaeus giggles behind him. And yeah, this quest is complete. The video is complete. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.